Imagine this for a second. You buy, I don't know, a coffee, maybe a snack, and that little paper receipt you get.
Uh-huh.
What if it wasn't just proof of purchase? What if it was like a lottery ticket, a shot at winning something just for buying your usual stuff?
Well, that's not just imagination, is it? That's actually how things work in Taiwan.
Yeah.
It's been like that for quite a while.
Exactly. And that's what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
Taiwan's really unique receipt lottery system. Its official name is the Uniform Invoice Lottery.
Right.
It's sort of this amazing mix of everyday shopping and, well, a bit of potential luck. Basically, almost every official receipt there has a barcode, numbers, turning it into a lottery entry.
And we're not talking tiny wins necessarily. I mean, yeah, there are smaller prizes, but
Yeah.
it can go up to millions of NT dollars. It's pretty significant.
Totally. So you have to wonder, why set up something like this? What's the thinking behind it?
Okay, yeah, let's dig into that. So this Uniform Invoice Lottery, it's not new. It actually started way, way back in 1951.
Wow, 51. Okay.
Yeah. And while winning money is, the fun part for people, the main reason, the core purpose, was pretty serious. It was about getting businesses to report their sales accurately.
Ah, so to reduce tax evasion.
Precisely. It's actually quite clever. Because every receipt could be a winner, customers are much more likely to ask for one. Every single time.
Right, because you don't want to miss out on a potential prize.
Exactly. And that creates a clear paper trail or digital trail now of sales. Makes it much harder for businesses to hide income. It's a really smart incentive.
It is. It's such a creative way to push for more transparency. And it sort of makes paying taxes, or at least the system around it, feel a little, well, maybe rewarding, or at least potentially rewarding.
Definitely has a twist.
And I know people visiting or living in Taiwan, expats, often find it one of those like charmingly different things about daily life there. Kind of exciting, unexpectedly.
But it really does inject a bit of suspense into buying, your groceries or whatever. So, okay, you have the receipt. How does the winning part actually work?
Right. So every 2 months on the 25th, specifically the Ministry of Finance announces the winning numbers.
Okay.
Then it's pretty simple. You just compare the numbers on your receipts to that official list. The more digits you match in the right order, the bigger the prize.
And the prizes range quite a bit, don't they?
They do, from like NT $200, which is about $6 or $7 US maybe, all the way up to the big one, the NT $10 million special prize.
Wow. Okay, so how do people actually check? Do you have to manually go through piles of paper?
You can, but there are easier ways now. You can go to the official Ministry of Finance website and type in your receipt numbers. That's one way.
Makes sense. Very direct.
Yeah. And then there are the convenience stores. 7-Eleven, Family Mart, High Life, they're everywhere. They have these kiosks.
Right, the multimedia kiosks.
Exactly. You can use those to check electronic invoices. They call them cloud invoices. And if you win with an e-receipt, you can actually print out a winning certificate right there. You need that to claim.
That's pretty handy. And I assume there are apps too. Seems like there's an app for everything.
Oh, for sure. There are several, including an official one from the Ministry of Finance. You can scan your paper receipts or link your electronic ones. The app checks them automatically against the winning numbers.
And does it handle payouts too?
For smaller prizes, yes. It can often deposit winnings directly into your registered bank account. Super streamlined.
That's great. It really lowers the effort needed. And it keeps up with things like mobile payments too, right? Those receipts count?
Yep. Digital receipts, mobile payments, they're all integrated into the system. Everyone gets a chance to win.
And what about non-residents? If you're visiting or living there as a foreigner?
Good question. Foreigners can absolutely participate. You just need valid ID, like your passport or your ARC, the Alien Resident Certificate, to claim any prizes you win.
Okay, so it's quite inclusive.
Very. Those apps make it incredibly easy with the automatic checking and the direct deposits for smaller wins. But there's one really important thing to remember.
What's that?
If you win a bigger prize, anything over NT $1,000, you absolutely must have the original paper receipt if it was a paper one. Can't just rely on the scan.
Right. Okay. So don't just scan and toss immediately if it was a physical receipt. Hold on to them, at least until the draw. That little piece of paper could be worth quite a bit.
Exactly. Don't underestimate the humble receipt.
And you really see this built into the rhythm of life there, don't you? People saving receipts, checking them every couple of months, locals, expats, everyone seems to do it.
Oh, completely. People have their systems. Some have like shoe boxes stuffed full of receipts waiting for checking day. Others are really diligent about scanning them into apps right away.
It adds that little bit of what if to everyday transactions. That cup of coffee, the quick snack run. Could it be the one?
Totally. And it's not just theoretical. There was a great example from August 2024. Get this. 17 different receipts, all with the exact same serial number, 380-39158. Each won the NT $10 million special prize.
15 from one number.
17. Imagine. It just shows you those everyday small purchases really can lead to something huge and completely unexpected.
That's incredible. Really drives home the point.
It really does. Now, we mentioned this isn't just about the lottery itself, fascinating as it is. It's also, believe it or not, a pretty good way to pick up some useful English vocabulary, especially if you're living in or visiting Taiwan.
That's an interesting angle. Yeah, because you're interacting with the system, you naturally come across certain words. Let's maybe touch on a few key ones.
Good idea. Okay, start with the absolute basic, receipt. That's the piece of paper or the digital record you get when you buy something.
Right. Like, don't throw away your receipt. It might be a winner. Simple as that.
Exactly. And what everyone hopes for is a prize. That's the reward you get if you win.
So, the top prize in the lottery drawing is NT $10 million.
Perfect. Now, remember why the system started. To fight tax evasion. That's illegally avoiding taxes.
So you could say the receipt lottery is one way the government tries to reduce tax evasion.
Precisely. And we talked about modern ways to pay mobile payment using your phone or a digital wallet.
Right. So receipts from mobile payment apps are also included in the lottery draw.
And the whole system itself is, of course, a lottery, which is just a game where winners are chosen by chance.
Like Taiwan's lottery system based on receipts is pretty unique.
Okay, if you win, you need to redeem your prize. That means claim it or exchange the winning receipt for the money.
So you have to go to a specific place to redeem the larger prizes.
Yep. And on the receipt, you'll see that pattern of lines and numbers. That's the barcode.
Yes. The barcode helps identify the transaction, but the lottery number is separate, usually nearby, though.
Right. And that specific lottery number is the serial number. It's unique to that receipt.
Got it. Check your receipt's serial number carefully against the official list.
And that official list is made up of the winning number or numbers announced by the government.
Yeah. I always get a little excited checking my receipts against the winning number every 2 months.
Me too, hypothetically. So wrapping this up, it's clear Taiwan's receipt lottery is, well, it's more than just a game, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. It's a really innovative approach to tax compliance, but it also genuinely adds this element of fun and, potential surprise to just daily routines.
And, as we just covered, it even provides a natural context for picking up some practical English words.
It really highlights how these everyday systems we often take for granted can have these hidden layers, these unexpected benefits. It definitely adds to the unique feel of living in Taiwan.
Absolutely. So next time you get a receipt, maybe give it a second thought. Even if it's not a lottery ticket where you are, it's a reminder that simple things can sometimes hold surprises, and maybe even a learning opportunity.
Which brings us to a final thought for you, listening. Think about the routines and systems in your own life. Are there hidden depths there, unexpected benefits, or maybe even little sparks of delight you haven't noticed?
Yeah, what small surprises might be hiding in plain sight in your daily grind? Something to mull over, perhaps.